I like my shirt off more than I like it on, but obviously like, you know, social norms and stuff.
Yeah, gotta cover the boobies.
Try to ask him, what's on draft? What are we drinking?
Oh.
We're supposed to do that every time, but we never.
It's him.
We open at 1.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of What's on Draft. We are here at Intergalactic Brewing Company here in lovely Miramar, San Diego, California. This is Alex. He runs a place. Yeah, what's on draft? What do we got to drink here, man?
What's on draft would you like? How do you say that? What is on draft? What on draft would you like? Start with cucumber wit. It's our summer beer.
Started as the wormhole and you just added some cucumbers?
Yeah.
What made you decide to put some cucumber in it?
I had another cucumber beer from another brewery in San Diego, and so when we opened the brewery, I was like, I want to do something with cucumbers, and we had an extra keg of this lying around, so I just cut up some cucumbers and threw it in the keg, and it was delicious. It's seasonal. We brew it basically from our anniversary until September, October.
Oh my God, that's so great. Do you just leave it in there, or do you just
we basically
steep it for a little bit?
Yeah, steep it like a dry hop type thing. We peel all the rind off and then slice it up.
You could literally drink this all day, every day.
We use English cucumbers. We've used other cucumbers, and then it just tastes like pickles. Depending on time of the season where they're coming from, they'll give different intensities. So from batch to batch over the whole summer, not as consistent as we'd like, but it's real, and that's more important. It's funny, we have people call about several beers. This is one of them. Is that on yet? You know, like no, next week.
Can't make promises in the beer
I know,
world.
you can't make promises.
One of the fermenters, it just took and then didn't filter right, so.
And our fermenters can like fall over because they're on wheels. So
They've fallen over?
Once. Drove up and beer was flowing out the back door, and we mopped it all up. Every single drop was mopped up.
God, that's awful.
Yep, totally mopped up.
If you got bigger, when you get bigger, do you think you'd ever use like an imitation extract for the cucumber flavor?
I don't want to say no, because if somebody makes one that tastes awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a cucumber beer that didn't have cucumbers in it that tasted good.
Yeah. I think it's like 20 cucumbers in a batch for us right now. So if we scale up, it'll just be, 200 cucumbers.
Right.
Some poor sap will be.
Yeah. Every strawberry season, every batch, 500 pounds of strawberries gets just juiced. I've juiced more fruit than most Jamba Juice employees.
The Jamba Juice employees in the back would like to beg to differ.
Bullshit on that, man.
Oh yeah? Probably like 40,000 pounds. So what's up?
I've done the same thing with coffee grinders. Grind our own coffee for the Cake is a Lie. Which,
Yes, I want that.
transition.
Ooh.
I know. The first one he did was 9.5%.
Ooh.
But we want to serve it in pints, so we brought it down to 7%. It's literally just 2-row lactose coffee.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Super straightforward. You get the sweetness from lactose.
Yeah.
There's a little vanilla in there too.
Do you guys ever put it on nitro?
We have, yes. I actually like it more in CO2. I feel like it brings out some more of the vanilla.
Well, the vanilla and the coffee, there's definitely more coffee for sure. And you guys won an award for this guy?
Oh yeah, 2015 Los Angeles International Beer Festival. Probably our best-selling beer right now.
Oh, really?
We can barely keep it on. I actually carved this beer this morning, so we could do it today.
Nice.
Yeah, this is for you.
This is fresh.
Yeah, super fresh.
Super fresh. This is a new tasting room.
Yeah, brand new.
All the freaking artwork and posters are super, super awesome.
It's fun to go to Comic-Con and have a budget from work.
Yeah.
Like, this is totally a business expense. We kind of hit it all, from astronomy to, obviously Star Trek, Star Wars.
Well, you got Planet of the Apes right there.
Planet of the Apes.
There's so many freaking breweries, and there's so many red ales and pale ales, and any sort of gimmicky anything is gone.
We stay away from hot puns. You do some research, like you name a beer and you don't think about it, and then all of a sudden, somebody's on Untapped and they show me and they're like, oh crap, that's Three Floyds, I really can't use that name.
Right.
And then you look it up and oh, and they trademarked it 10 years ago, so I really can't use that name. We're currently talking with another brewery about a trademark issue, and they're really cool, discussing a way so we can both use it legally. And so we're both set for the future.
Have him pick the next one.
That is what I was gonna do. I'm the fucking host.
So this is our Shut Up Wesley wheat. Will Wheaton had a character called Wesley Crusher. Picard, he was kind of annoying. He told him, "Shut up, Wesley," and it's an internet meme.
I'm not hip on the memes. Tom's really good with internets and stuff like that. I know a little bit more about beer, and I've taught him a good amount.
Well, he needs to reciprocate with the memes.
Right, what the fuck, dude?
Will Wheaton does a number of things. He's a home brewer. He brews Woot Stout with Stone, and then he gets paid to advertise for Bellhaven.
So he's just getting money from everywhere.
I hope so.
Star Trek money.
I don't think the residuals from Star Trek for a 14-year-old kid are that great. But yeah, American wheat, we use Mosaic and Citra in it, so it's got a lot of fruity characters.
Heck yeah. No, that's freaking amazing, dude.
It's our most awarded beer. So we started brewing this a year and a half ago, and it's won 4 medals in 4 competitions.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so 2 golds and 2 bronzes.
Like the hop flavors come through immensely, but like the actual bitterness is like nothing.
Yeah, so it's all back end stuff. Like it's all Whirlpool. There's no dry hops in it. A lot of people do like fruited wheat beers, and fruited wheat beers are great. We do fruited wheat beers.
Yeah, no, those are awesome, yeah.
When we first did this beer, me and Anthony, our brewer, were like, we don't have a wheat beer on, so let's just brew a wheat beer. So it was like 10 minutes left in the boil. I'm like, let's throw some hops in the Whirlpool. 2 weeks later, we're drinking it. We're like, holy shit, this is really good.
No, this is really good. Are you planning on entering this into any other competitions?
Yes.
Gonna pay the big bucks and do a little GABF?
It may or may not have already been sent, but this is 6 months later, so yay, we won! Or I'm so sad we didn't win. It was in the medal round last year at GABF.
Oh, okay.
So like, it was right there. I think World Beer Cup was in the medal round too, but didn't win. Both times at the bigger competitions, they say it's a little too hoppy. But I'm like, it's American wheat. America, hops.
America.
Whatever, man, I like it. We're making it the same way all the time.
Becam. It's okay.
That broke.
Hi, Tom. Mark. GoPro. I'm doing it.
Here, have 2.8% of Belgian Pilsner malt and Saison Yeast Glory.
Little table action. This is awesome.
So yeah, 2.8% of, it's so funny because when you think craft beer, people are like, oh, 6-7%, right?
I love a Russian Imperial Stout. But guess what? I want to have that in a bottle at my house.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Like if I'm going out, like even around here, like Beermar, you know, I want to come to like 4 or 5 different fucking breweries because, oh, guess what? They're all in like 3-4 mile radius and not be that asshole fucking breaking glasses, Tom. Tom's wasted. I'm not gonna be that asshole.
To that guy.
To that guy. Every beer is a session beer if you believe in yourself.
But this is a session beer for everyone.
For everyone, yeah.
You want another beer?
Yeah.
Space Oasis.
Space Oasis?
Space
Ooh,
Oasis.
little coconut porter.
Coconut Porter, another rip-off of ours. Again, this is something we developed. We liked Maui's Coconut Porter, and we couldn't get it all the time or it was really too expensive, so we started brewing our own coconut porter at home.
I want it all the time.
On all the time, so yeah, but not, we'd brew it, then we'd drink it all, and then it's like, well, we don't have it all the time, so
Shit.
yeah. But yeah, we built a kind of a bigger, robust porter base, so it's got more roast than chocolate. It takes like 3 hours to toast all the coconut for a batch. So it's one of those things where it's like, I never want to brew 10 barrels or 50 barrels of this.
No.
The base porter is actually really nice. Every once in a while we'll pull off a keg of it before we coconut it, and we're like, hey, this is a nice, robust porter. So it's still one of our best-selling beers.
Hey, so how did it feel to be on the same page as 2 young, strapping, half-naked men on the West Coaster?
That was exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a little excited.
How'd that go?
We were happy with how we ended up getting 70% of it, and that was enough to do most everything we wanted to do. We were able to get a crowler machine, which is super awesome.
Yeah,
it's right over there. We have our cast program going. So we just got a bunch of pins and firkins, and I got a couple
awesome.
beer engines. The extra was literally just so I could go on vacation, but so I had to stay here.
I mean, it's a sad.
Anyways, I want to start doing some real traditional English style real ale, like mild and bitter. Like there's only a few places that really make traditional casks in town.
Brooks might come in then if you're gonna do some real ale.
I could try.
Some of his favorite hops are like fucking EKG and like English style.
EKGs are one of my favorite hops too.
Have you heard of McLeod up in LA?
Yeah, I watched your episode about it.
Sweet. every single beer that I've had so far, and after the cameras are up, I'm gonna drink all the other ones. Quality of your fucking beer is gonna be on point, and you're doing that.
Every time I can get a new piece of equipment to make it easier and to make the beer better,
Right.
we try to get it. Marketing, all that, it's important, but if it's gonna have long-term success, it's going to have quality at the front, because people will eventually see through your bullshit.
I mean, like, craft beer is becoming this huge
Money grab.
If you make good beer, like, the money's gonna follow, and you're gonna.
That's the hope. It gets dangerous at that point, because it's like, there are some places that make really good beer, and maybe they don't have the marketing sense, maybe they don't have the location, because now everything runs off your tasting room. If you're starting small like we are, you look 6 months out, and you're like, well, if we don't increase, we're closed.
Right.
Luckily, we've had 30, 35, 40% growth every year, which is great. We had to do that. Doesn't matter how many medals we win, doesn't matter how many customers come in. If we don't continuously grow at this size, you're gonna close. And every time another brewery opens, if they're making great beer and they beat you, fair enough, but if they're not, it sucks.
You're one of the younger brewery owners here in San Diego. So as a millennial, what's your perspective on the scene, just of San Diego in general?
Different, I would say. From the millennial perspective, this is gonna be my career. What I wanna do for the rest of my life. I feel like people our age who are starting breweries have the more entrepreneurial spirit sometimes in this industry than people who are coming into it from other fields. We're trying to make this be our thing. Somebody's like, oh, you know what, I really like doing this, I could come into it. If it's successful, great. If not, I have a master's degree in engineering, I can always go back to my other job.
Right.
I can't go back to my other job. My other job was working at a coffee shop. Well, I could, I guess.
Could, yeah.
I make a mean latte.
Let's get this last beer in, because
Yeah.
I think we gotta open up the tasting room in a
Yeah.
sec. In 5 minutes.
So we're gonna do the collaboration we did with Monkey Paw.
Oh, awesome. Damn Dirty Double Rye IPA.
Damn Dirty Double Rye IPA. Cause is one of my favorite younger brewers in town. Getting to collaborate with my friends and guys that people I admire is really cool.
Yeah.
So never done a rye IPA. It's like, let's make it a double rye IPA and put some Azaka hops, some Amarillo,
yeah.
and Cascade, Centennial, something like that. And so it's like juicy, fruity, citrus. You got a little of that spicy rye on the back end. Just bitter enough, not too bitter. I personally like my IPAs with less bitterness.
We asked Cosmo to be in our Sexy Brewers calendar. I don't know, there might be another spot, I don't know. We're looking at trying to get, as naked as possible. But like, a hose over.
Fire hose.
Or a brewery hose.
It's not big enough.
Well, actually, this is an amazing beer. It's really good.
And nobody can ever have it ever again.
Yeah, Jakey Poo over here. It's his birthday boy. We're gonna come back later on and share some beers, yeah?
Yeah, celebrate my 19th birthday in style.
Yeah.
What?
Where can we get your beer?
Anytime in our tasting room, Monday through Sunday, every day of the week, and at select bars and restaurants throughout the San Diego area. If they don't have our beer, they're not good enough for us. April is our 4th anniversary. We want to do a bunch of collaboration beers with some of our favorite breweries.
Oh, awesome.
To put on, it's probably 4 collaborations for our 4 years in business.
Hey. Sweet, man. Well, thanks a lot. That's it for another episode of What's on Draft. Let's drink some more beer.
Yeah. Thanks to Carl Sagan.
And Kurt Olsen for operating the camera.
That dude's hot.
No me quiere como quiero, no me quiere como yo. No me quiere como yo. Ay, qué paciencia. Ay, qué paciencia la mía. No me digas que no.
Who put this in here?